Can tell something.
Thank you. There is something also that on Tuesday that we need to understand. Once we put all these members aside, there is something the author of the lesson is trying to tell us. We need to control our anger and our wrath. Because, yes, you are not a fornicator. You have done everything, but how do you speak to the other person? How do we feel about each other? How do we react to each other? How do we say to each other? That felt language is the one also that a person who has been renewed in knowledge is a person who now even can control what?
Anger.
Can control anger. Is a person who now, his language is not the language of the past. It's the language that is a language of a person with knowledge and wisdom. In fact, that's why Paul in 6:6 is asking, he was asking the Romans, I have heard all these things. But again, should we continue in sin? No. We should not continue in sin. So, now the new character of the new life, we are still on this train. The author of the lesson is still on the train, is trying to make us understand the kind of life that we still need to live. The conversion that we need to have. Because once we are Christians, we accept Jesus, the conversion that we get brings a change in behavior, including even the negative things that we put off. And the other thing that we need to understand is that Christian life is not merely defined by the absence. That's why I said, you cannot just say, I don't do this anymore, I stay away from the devil. No. Christian life is defined by the presence. Presence of what? Presence of Christ. Presence of what? Presence of new virtues. Presence of what? Presence of the Spirit's fruits. That's when you start now producing the fruits of the fruits of the Holy Spirit. We cannot define our work only by what we left. Yes? Hatuwezi sema niliacha pombe sasa niko sawa. Hapana. We cannot define our work only by what was left. We only define our works by the change all who are left in our life. What happened to our life? So Christ delivered us from the power of darkness and translated us into the marvelous light. Now, the marvelous light is this light now we are going to understand about the characters. There is the qualities